Hello, welcome to the Chilli Challenge. My name is Ben. I am the coordinator and coach for the Maths Centre of Excellence. I'm joined today by Larry and Katie. We're going to find out about them as we go through the challenge. Very simple premise. We're going to have some chilli sauces and answer some questions, and the chilli sauces are going to get progressively hotter. So the first chilli sauce we have is a sweet chilli sauce. This one is in there just because I like sweet chilli sauce. And it's not too hot. So this is about 500 to 1,000 Scoville units. So if we just little dollop on our spoons.
Cheers.
And whilst we have this one, Katie, I'm dropping some. Katie, what is your job and who are you? Oh, young.
That's quite nice, that one. Not too scared yet. I'm Katie. Hi, everyone. I'm the project manager for the Maths Centre for Excellence at City College, Plymouth. And I work with the Maths Centre team. We work with our learners, but also the wider community to help everyone build their maths skills. So we do lots of activities with students on site, but we also do lots of things online for everyone to get involved. And it's about providing a supportive environment for learners and also making maths fun and relevant and interesting. So we hope you enjoy the episode today.
Brilliant, thank you. So to move on to find out about Larry, we're going to have a habanero chili sauce, which has been ranked at about 2,000 to 3,000 Scoville units. So this one's going to be a little bit hotter. It's also a little bit chunkier, this one. So enjoy this video of us pouring chili sauces onto spoons.
Are we allowed to go for milk at any point?
Any point, but I'd save it for the later ones. Habanero. So Larry, who are you? What's your job?
Larry Moody, Head of Academy for Hospitality, Catering and ESOL, and I facilitate, if you like, or I run courses for catering and hospitality students and ESOL students. I know we're mainly concentrating on hospitality and catering today. We run courses from... Excuse me.
Yeah, that one was a bit hotter, wasn't it?
That one had a bit of heat to it, that one.
It was really vinegary. Oh.
From level 1 right the way up to foundation degree.
Cool. Right, let's get a little bit hotter. So we're going to move on to this green jalapeno sauce, which is about 3,000 to 4,000 Scoville units. Larry, choice for you. Do you want to tell us about Scoville units, or shall we go through Scoville units?
I think, Ben, you'd probably be better at it than me, being, a maths guy, if that's
a maths guy. Cool. Oh,
I know they're a measurement of heat, but we've established that. But...
Cool. Yeah, they're a measurement of heat. That one's quite vinegary.
It is built.
So yeah, the Scoville scale, as the saliva builds in my mouth, is a measurement of pungency or spiciness of peppers, and it's recording Scoville heat units, and it's based on the capsicoids. There we go. Capsaicin, which is a prominent component of a bell pepper. So a bell pepper would score 0 on a heat rating, and it denotes the number of dilutions needed to put out the capsaicin-fueled fire. So a habanero pepper, for example, must be diluted 3,500 times to 8,000 times, while a garden variety bell pepper wouldn't need to be diluted at all. Katie, can you tell us a bit about scales whilst I have a drink of water?
Yeah, that one, it's definitely building now, the three sources. So scales, we use scales all the time, and we use them to measure the world around us. So if we're looking at things that we measure sort of the quantity or the frequency of, then we'd look at quantitative scales. It's quite hard to say after chilies. Quantitative scales are generally numerical measurements that we use for those. So for example, if we were measuring someone's height in meters, or if we were looking at the temperature and we were measuring that in degrees Celsius. And then there's qualitative scales. They're based around things more that we can observe and what we see in the world around us. So they're not necessarily given a numerical scale or figure measurement to them. And that's what the Scoville unit comes in as. So it's how we observe the world around us. So it can be descriptive rather than numbers for qualitative scales. And they're really useful as well.
Brilliant, thank you. Right, so that's the easy chili sauces done. We're going to move on to a hot... Yeah, right. So we're going to move on to a hot orange habanero chili sauce. So this is the first one that's been ranked very hot, and it's a massive 150,000 to 200,000 Scoville units. And whilst we try this one, Katie, you're going to tell Larry about the Maths Centre and all the wonderful things that go on there.
Okay, do I have to have do I eat it first?
Have the sauce first.
Okay.
Guys, you know what I've realised? You know, you think, oh, I'll put up with the heat because I like the taste. I don't even like the taste of chili.
That one's hot. Yeah. It's going to be hard to talk after that one.
All right.
So Katie, the Maths Centre.
Maths Centre. So we are lucky at City College, Plymouth, to be, we're one of 21 maths centres in the UK. And it's a government funded project, so we work in partnership with the DFE and the Education Training Foundation. And as I said, our mission is to work with our learners who are 16 to 18 and our adult learners, but also the wider community, so primaries, secondaries, other local industry and organisations, to support everyone to build their basic maths skills. And we do a lot of work on making maths relevant to life, so we do lots of things around managing your finances and those sort of things for students. And making it fun and interesting and showing everyone, you know, that everyone can do it, and it's all about building new skills and not to be scared of maths.
Katie, what would you say if I said to you I managed to get through life again yesterday without using algebra at all?
Well, so we use our maths skills all the time, and I think this is something that we're always talking to students about, is that you don't realise that you're using those skills every day, all the time. So looking at algebra, so for example, like if you've got a schedule for the day, so you know you need to get up at 7:30, you need to be ready for work by 8:30. So you will have thought about, okay, I've got 10 minutes for a shower, I've got 15 minutes for my breakfast and my coffee, and you're scheduling all those things in, and that is essentially using algebra, because you're looking at the amount of time that you have and the things that you need to do and how that can work together. And it's all about, making it contextualised for students. So we do a lot of work with students around things that they'll need to do in the future. So maybe looking at student finance if they're planning on going to uni, or managing your bills, getting the best deal if you wanted to buy a car, all sorts of things like that we look at with them. And we also
You even
share
use
that.
it in, if I can jump in, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, there's so much saliva in my mouth from that one.
So hot, that one.
Even in hospitality, if you had a portion of beef and you knew you were going to do 20 covers, how are you going to divide that up? That would be a nice simple use of your algebra skills.
That is important, yeah.
Right. Ghost chili sauce.
I'm not sure I want to do.
So this is 350,000 to 500,000 Scoville units.
Okay.
Katie, I think you deserve a rest from talking after this one.
I'm not sure I'll be capable of talking.
So if you load up your spoons, and then Larry, that has come out far more than I would have liked.
One isn't coming out, hang on. When you say load up your spoons.
Load up your spoons like this. Come on, Larry.
It doesn't feel that bad when you first eat it, and then it gets really hot. Really hot.
So Larry, once you've had this sauce, can you tell us how you might use your math skills during your job?
Yeah.
Oh, I regret that instantly.
You okay there, Larry?
So Larry, your math skills.
Math skills in hospitality and
Yeah.
math skills in hospitality and catering form a huge part of it. Like you just mentioned, Ben, if you've got, you're cooking for a certain amount of people and you need to upscale it, you need to use multiplication. Ratio is a huge part. Timings, oven temperatures, weights, measurements. I would say, unknowingly, it is a massive, massive part of hospitality and catering.
God, that's made me proper sweat.
How do students, so at college, if they come to study with us and they're on a hospitality course, how do they build their maths and English skills at the same time? What would happen with that?
You mean depending on their grades and things?
Yeah. What would they?
If they didn't have a grade 4 or above in maths and English, they would engage in a thing called a study program, which is They would study their main qualification, which would be hospitality and catering, and they would also have maths and English, maths and or English added to make a study programme. So it would be, we do try and embed maths and English in hospitality with, we do work in conjunction with the maths and English department to, we kind of combine assignments and things, and we engage in kind of maths type problems in cookery sessions so that, you know, students are developing those skills kind of vicariously and without knowing it, which is really, really useful because it's all geared towards work placement and employment. So we kind of keep it relevant also. Does that make sense, Katie?
Definitely, yeah. And what sort of, so you say it's all geared to sort of employment. What sort of restaurant experience do our students get at City College?
We have we have a fully licensed restaurant and a deli cafe. So they will do cookery lessons where they learn to cook in a kind of classroom kitchen, and they will do restaurant sessions which are timetabled also in the deli cafe or the restaurant, you know, when they're open again, obviously after, you know, COVID and so on.
Yeah.
Right, I'm not crying. My eyeballs are sweating.
I feel okay now. I'm getting this. It's okay. No tears.
It says in my script here in brackets, Ben holding it together and sweating slightly. It's like barely holding it together.
My body is saying, what are you doing? What are you doing this again for? Why?
Oh, right. So, Larry, payback for you.
Yeah.
But also pain for everybody. Our next source is the scorpion. Sorry. The next source is the scorpion sauce.
Yeah. 6 chilies on the bottle.
Which is 500,000 to 700,000 Scoville units.
Okay. Oh,
and whilst we do this one, Larry's going to shout out some maths questions.
Okay, right.
Sorry, I'm still struggling with the last one.
I'm not ready.
Oh, I've gone too much again. Right. Larry, before my brain shuts down.
That is spiteful. Katie.
Yes.
7 sevens.
49.
What is a scalene triangle?
Well, it's got no sides that are the same length.
Square root of 144, Katie.
12.
What's the definition of a prime number, Ben?
So a prime number is a number that can be divided by 1 and itself, and that's it. So, sorry.
As a whole. Wow.
Evaluate pi to infinity.
Was that one for me?
That was a joke.
I was going to say, I can maybe give you 3 or 4. That one is definitely a grower, isn't it? It's like it's building. It's getting hotter.
Oh.
I'm just
Woo!
right.
Just think it's important at this point just to mention, like, we're having chili sauces and that's making our brains not work like they should. So imagine that's like your exam situation for when you're doing maths.
That's important, yeah.
And sometimes it's really important just to take a breather and take 5 minutes to like recenter yourself, because if Larry asked me another question, crikey.
Maths is a topic that we find, lots of our students and lots of people find the word maths, they suddenly feel very worried about it and scared about it. And a huge part of our mission as a maths centre is to help people overcome that and highlight how you use it all the time, and that you've got those skills there, and it's just about building your confidence, and keep working hard on it and practicing. Everyone can do it.
I'm not crying, you're crying.
I'm not crying yet. I'm bossing it. I'm doing well.
Watermelon.
I've gone orange and it's not really helping.
Yeah, orange won't help.
Right.
Sure, any of us are ready for the Reaper.
The Reaper. So, I think I've been too bold with my amount to put on my spoon.
7 chilies on the bottle for this one. How many Scovilles, Ben?
So the Reaper chili is probably the hottest chili, and it has been measured at over 2 million Scovilles. This sauce, though, has only been measured at 1 million Scovilles.
Okay. Well, that's
Which I think's plenty hot enough. Can I see everyone's spoons before they do this? I think you'll need a bit. You need a bit more than that.
What, me?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
So Larry,
You've spotted my plan.
how can people sign up for your courses?
Are we doing it? Ready?
We done it.
Oh, I'm behind the times. Sorry.
Yeah, Larry, how can I sign up for your courses?
Hang on a minute.
So, if you go to the... just wait until Larry's... okay. Yeah.
You go to the website and look through which courses you think might fit your criteria. Don't worry too much about exam results at this point. Just apply for the course that you think suits your criteria and your kind of needs, if you like. And if you don't get the grades required for that course, you can always have you will always, excuse me, you'll always be interviewed by a tutor, and they can direct you to a course that's more suitable. There is courses for everybody at every level. Has that answered your question?
Yes, thank you.
And if, as Larry said, if you don't get the grades that you're expecting at school, or you worry about that, don't worry. Apply, and we will support you to enrol on the right maths course and English course for you. So that might be functional skills or GCSE, and we'll support you to build those skills whilst you're doing your vocational programme. And as a maths centre, we work with all the vocational areas, so it's all about showing, how you use maths within that particular career, and we'll support you to build those skills.
You can get loads of maths resources and content from our website or our social media channels. Hopefully they'll pop up at the end of this video. Massive thanks to 120 Digital, who have been putting all of this together for us whilst we're in lockdown.
I think I mean thank you, I'm not sure.
And we'd also want to do a shout out to lecturers at the college or members of staff at the college. If anybody else wants to tell us about how they use their math skills in their job and wants to take part in the Chilli Challenge, get in touch. Larry, any final thoughts?
Yeah, don't take part in the Chilli Challenge.
I mean, does anyone think they might be able to be better than us with the chili sauces? Get in touch, and we'll set that up. We'd like to show how you use maths within all vocational areas. But we might not do it again.
I think the scorpion is worse than the reaper.
I can't feel my face.
I can feel my face.
That last one.
Oh, my lips are on fire.
No, the worst one for me is that scorpion.
Ooh.
Oh, but thanks, Larry.
Thank you very much, Larry. And check out our City College Plymouth website for courses. Have a look at all the range of courses that we do. And as Ben said, at Masco on social media, follow us. We're always sending out resources and different activities that you can access. Sorry, can't talk. So get in touch with us if you'd like any support whilst you're studying as well.
I need a cold shower and an ice cream.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.
I'm genuinely going to go get an ice lolly.